be checking out a portion of the new map inside of Driving Empire. But before I do that, make sure to subscribe and drop a like in this video. But without further ado, let's get right into it. So I think for you guys, this is actually releasing tomorrow. So this video you're watching, I think it's Thursday right now. Like, it should be Thursday for you guys when you're watching this, and Friday is when the update's coming. So on Friday, a new portion of the new map is going to be coming out, kind of. So basically, I have notes from the developers they told me to kind of include. So, you know, I want to say, we're not going to be looking at exactly the whole new map today. We're looking at what they call a slice of the cake. You know, a full cake is the new map. We're looking at a slice of the new map, and they incorporated this slice onto the current map for us. So it's pretty exciting. And also, what's pretty cool is I got early access to some of the Aston Martins in tomorrow's update. So, you know, just casually checking out these new Aston Martins. I'm going to save those for tomorrow, though. You'll have to watch tomorrow's update video to see me try out all the new Aston Martins. But yeah, you know, I just casually got the new Aston Martins early as well, which is fire. But we're driving over. This is the new map, ladies and gentlemen. This is a portion of it. This is a visual of what the new map will look like, kind of. So let me explain, basically. Now, you might be asking, why are the police station and fire station not back still? They're finalizing them. They might be out in the update, they might not, but they're finalizing getting those finished up. Now, this is a look at the style of the new map. This portion, based on your feedback, could be on the new map. We have to see. But if we go in here, you're gonna notice some of the trees and decorations are repetitive because it's just a demo to test out the new map building style. But you can see here, this is kind of the style of the new map. There's a lot I want to show you. The roads are very different styled, okay? You can see how the turn lanes are. There's a lot of crosswalks, lots of, you know, different styles going on here than usual. Like, this type of road we have not had in the game before, but this is more of like a city style area, so a little bit different, but I think it's really unique, really cool. And something else really huge is that you'll notice the current map was very flat, but this map, you're gonna see lots of unique elevation changes that are very, you know, California. That's the best way for me to put it. In Florida, where I live, you don't see elevation like this, but in California, in big cities, you definitely see lots of elevation changes like this one right here, and I really like this detail of the elevation change. And there's lots, you know, ramps that they're able to do as well with these new elevation changes. As you can see, you know, ramps could just be placed a lot more, could make things a lot more fun. They could have a lot of props around the map that you can, you know, bump into and stuff as well. That'll be cool with this. And like I said, a lot of the props that they have here are just temporary placeholders to get a visual of where stuff would be. As you can see, the highway is cut off. That's another detail, with ramps jumping onto it. Basically, you still continue down the highway. The highway race will be altered, they said, so that should be interesting. The highway, still a work in progress. You know, a lot of this, since I'm having early access, essentially, to the update, to give you guys early access to the new map preview, you can see here the highway race could still be going this way, I think. But, you know, the highway is just a bit different now how it'll work. You know, there will be like a drop-off area or a ramp area, which is interesting. A new entry to the highway as well, it seems. And then there's lots of construction zones, you'll notice. And something they wanted me to tell you is that these construction zones aren't just for decoration. As updates go on, they plan on actually building out these buildings in these construction zones to make it interesting. So you have to keep your eyes peeled throughout updates for that. Another thing that they wanted me to tell you all is the way that the map revamp overall will be releasing, I believe, is in sections. So, you know, based on feedback as well, the map will change. So if you guys say some building here looks bad, like, we gotta look at all the details so you guys can let me know. But if you think one building looks bad, they could change that. If you think one building looks good, they can incorporate that design more. But basically, the way that the map revamp will release is through multiple updates by changing different things around and reshaping areas of the map. So, you know, the map might look like this now, but you never know. This whole area where that big city is could turn into a tropical beach. I have no clue what their plans are. That's not confirmed, but I'm just saying, they're gonna be reforming and reshaping the whole map as we go. Like, obviously, this area of the map did not look like this at all before. So, you know, it's gonna come in chunks, the new map revamp, and expect the chunks to change a lot based on community feedback. That's what they want to do, basically. That's how the revamp will release. Now, let me go over a few more important details with you. Okay, now some more important things that I want to tell you guys are interior detail buildings, okay? They're working on making interior detail buildings. Like, let's say this building had interior detail. That means you could literally walk in and roleplay in them, and they're working on those. They're working, okay? So it's not here just yet, but they're working on those. And some examples that are already in-game are the police and fire department buildings. We're waiting on them to get them more performance-wise good, so that's why they're not in the game right now. but they said, you know, some examples of some buildings that could be interesting to see. They didn't say they're coming, but like I specifically heard them say, you know, a hospital style building, a pizza shop, coffee shop, etc. Those types of style buildings. Like, let's say this building with all these chairs out front of it could be a coffee shop or a pizza shop, and you could actually go in and role play in there. They want that. The only thing is they're working on making it able to function without lagging the whole game for, you know, lower device players and stuff. They're working on it all. So, you know, if you were expecting role-playable full-out buildings, they're coming. Just stay tuned, guys, okay? You have to bear with the devs. It's a process, and they don't want to make you keep waiting forever. So, you know, it'll release in portions, stuff like that. Now, looking at the detail of these buildings, though, I just want to look at the current buildings as well in-game, compare them to these. I think these are much more detailed. You can see here, we have, like, just balconies and stuff, something we've never seen before, and I feel like the buildings themselves look a lot more detailed, and supposedly they also perform a lot better for the game, but I feel like they really did a good job turning the buildings more 3D, rather than them all being so 2D and stuff. I think the new roads also have a lot more like life in them, a lot more detail. So let's just kind of, you saw like some new building styles. Let's go to the old city and see how that looks. So just heading over here into the old city, you can really see how much less detail there was on these buildings. You know, they're good. You know, the city, this stuff's good and stuff, but the roads just don't have as much personality. The buildings aren't as, you know, 3D, aren't as, there's not as much depth in them. That's the best way to put it. And by the way, we're looking at this during daytime. The developers actually recommended checking out this city at the new city, little sliver thing that they want us to look at, the new little slice of the new map. They wanted me to look at it at night because they said at night it looks really insane. So let's actually head back. Oh! Look at how they got the lights on in these buildings. Yo. Oh, that's so nice looking. Whoa. Okay, we just bonked into the wall, but it's okay. This looks, oh. This looks nice at night, yo. Oh my goodness. Now I see why they wanted me to check it out at night. Okay. This looks good. I'm not even gonna lie. But like, first feedback, I'm thinking, yo, I don't know how to explain it. Y'all know those lights that like hang above you? Like, imagine like a string of lights hanging across the streets connecting to the trees here from like the buildings, and there's like light bulbs hanging. Oh, that could be so sick just for like lighting at night purposes. Here's the look at it at another time at sunset. I think it looks pretty cool at sunset. I'm not gonna lie. Driving through the city, the sun setting. This car really matches that vibe too. I like it. But if they want more feedback, they said we can give any feedback. I'm gonna give my feedback, you know, starting now. Obviously, I told you guys about the string lights idea right here. I would like signs with like glowing neon letters or something. Could be fire. I think I already mentioned that. And then let me think of some more cool ideas that they could add. I think, you know, custom street names. They just have a lot of XYZ Street. Let's actually get some fire names. Like, imagine CarterDaCar Street. You know, we definitely need that one. What about like Wayfort Street? We should get some cool street names. They said that traffic lights, I don't know, I feel like I remember them saying something to me about traffic lights. I think they might be changing them out to be more detailed. That'll be nice. I think they're missing, you know, maybe some road signs we could use. I don't know. I honestly am trying to think of cool things that they could have. They already have parking here. Yeah, honestly, I think that's kind of all the ideas I have. I was trying to think of more, but honestly, I think they're killing it so far with the vision. Keep in mind, this is not the full map revamp. Don't worry. They didn't just add a little chunk and call it the full revamp. This is just a preview at what the whole map's gonna look like within the next few months, probably. You know, it's gonna come over a few updates, the map revamp. It's gonna take time, but it's gonna be pretty crazy. So, you know, this is just a preview, but the overall revamp won't be just this map getting changed out. It's gonna be like reformed and reshaped to a whole new map, basically. But from what I understand, it's gonna kind of be released in segments, basically. So I believe that's all the information I have for you guys regarding the map revamp. And you've just seen here firsthand, the first player, me, to check out the new map revamp, kind of, or a little revamp slice. That's what they're calling it, like a revamped slice, a slice of the cake. That's what they're saying. So yeah, I do think that's gonna be everything for today's video, though. I truly hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, make sure to drop a like. I would truly appreciate it. Subscribe to the notification bell so you don't miss another upload. Share the video on screen here. YouTube thinks to like it, and I will see you all in the next one. Peace.